Video by Low on Memes, Why People Will Never Watch One Piece.
In this video, I'll be going over the top 3 reasons why people will never get around to watching One Piece. One Piece is not perfect. Every episode isn't great, but it's definitely worth it. One of the ways people justify hating on One Piece is saying nobody ever dies, which is somewhat true. None of the main cast ever
The main issue is really just the pacing guaranteed.
die, but if you're a true One Piece
It's like one chapter per episode usually for the anime adaptation. Like, that's horrible.
fan, you don't even want any of the main cast to die. One Piece takes death far more seriously than your typical anime. Death matters and has actual consequences. And I'm about to reveal the death of 2 characters, but let's be honest, knowing about Ace's and Whitebeard's death is borderline pop culture at this point. Equivalent to growing up knowing that Darth is Luke's father. Like, even though you've never watched Star Wars, you know what I mean? You just know. Whitebeard's death signified a shift in eras, left a huge power vacuum, and quite literally turned the world upside down. All while simultaneously inspiring the next generation to find the One Piece. Ace's death, on the other hand, is just tragic. The attempt to snuff out a potential threat based solely on who his father was.
Yeah, Ace got unlucky purely due to like his genetics, and honestly, it is impossible to avoid like spoilers on Whitebeard or Ace's death because there's just so many memes about them. Like, people compare Ace's death to Rengoku's death because they both basically became donuts or whatever.
And after he died, people genuinely grieved his death, like just across the sea. Tama lost her hero, Yamato lost her only friend and her only link to the outside world, the Dawn lost her son, and Luffy lost his brother.
Wait, Loki, I forgot that Tama even knew who Ace was. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot about that, but I just did. I remember Yamato and Ace's like backstory, or that they were in the land of Wano together for a time, but I don't know why. I just didn't remember that Tama even knew who Ace was.
These characters experienced the same thing, but grieved in vastly different ways. Death doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's handled better than you expect. And the second reason's a little weird, because, I mean, there's just people.
Well, yeah, in One Piece, like, at least the major deaths have been, like, extremely impactful. Whitebeard and Ace, like, 100%.
Out there who, like, just hate on One Piece because they either grew up watching
Honestly, I think Kaido and Big Mom are still alive because Oda didn't really confirm that Kaido and Big Mom were, like, literally dead. Like, yes, they fell into the bottom of the earth or, like, a volcano, but, like, they still have extreme durability. And I don't know, I just feel like Oda would confirm it.
Naruto or became Naruto fans at one point or another. And it's weird. Like, both are guilty because they both hate on each other. You know what I'm saying? But both genuinely have so much to offer. But I believe One Piece has so much more to say about the world. And you could call it goofy or cartoony, but One Piece doesn't shy away from topics like injustice, fascism.
Yeah, One Piece is actually extremely political.
And total control. And that if you take the spectrum from being a pirate
to a point where even I'm surprised by like Oda doing this Kuma backstory and this celestial dragon stuff. Like, I was shocked he was even allowed to publish this, that he was even allowed to actually go through with these chapters. But considering Attack on Titan Season 4, and especially the ending, maybe I shouldn't really be surprised that Shonen Jump allowed Oda to go through with this celestial dragon Kuma backstory type of thing.
And being in the world government, you'd find gems in between.
Attack on Titan and One Piece are probably like the most political animes. Naruto was only like slightly political in terms of like the cycle of hatred when Naruto confronts Pain, or Nagato, same person technically. But yeah.
That stand for freedom, justice, liberation, and peace. However, the majority of what you will find on that very same spectrum is genuine corruption, greed, hate, and just lack of humanity. One Piece is morally obscure, but that same world is what makes us fans fall in love with the crew. And Luffy, like, he brings hope to a world that has no one coming to save it, except for him and his crew. Naruto's great.
The thing is, Luffy's actually lucky. At least he literally has the sun god Nika fruit. At least he has a devil fruit. to like really just be able to make a change in the One Piece world. If you put Luffy in AOT, he wouldn't, bro. Luffy would not know how to solve the injustices that occur in Attack on Titan. He's just not even smart enough. If even Eren wasn't smart enough, Luffy wouldn't be able to do anything.
But I don't love One Piece because it's a great shonen. I love One Piece because it's so much more than meets the eye. I mean, the biggest reason why people won't watch One Piece is because, I mean, it's 1,000 episodes long. I mean, this is the only valid reason why someone
It's not even that it's 1,000 episodes long, it's that the pacing sucks.
shouldn't watch this. That's a lot of time to like dedicate to just one show. That, however, doesn't fall entirely on Achiro Oda. It is a story, but it's like it's not as badly paced in the manga as it is in the anime. It is not the story that's badly paced, but the adaptation by Toei Animation.
Yeah, literally. The manga actually isn't like horrible. It's truly just Toei animation, and the anime only adapts one chapter per episode. Like it's so heinous, man.
There are points there are points throughout the story where the story does come to an actual crawl. I won't defend this, but what I will say is you've probably heard before, and someone has probably said it to you at one point or another. Just watch One Piece and get to episode 37. And if you don't like it, you can stop. This is a tall order, but it's true.
Asking somebody to watch 37 episodes of a series is kind of insane just to test whether or not they like it. But honestly, I still get why people say that. Honestly, I mean, I was able to get into One Piece. I don't remember the first few episodes, but it shouldn't be that boring. And you got to give One Piece time. It was still like it used to just be a new shonen. Oda was still thinking what to do with it.
If you stick to it, and if you get to episode 37, you will either drop the series indefinitely or feel so overwhelmingly compelled to finish it. Before I go, I just want to say this show will bring out, like, I don't know, man.
Why does any anime have 1,000 episodes? It's like Oda's trying to compete with the creator of Detective Conan or Code. What's it called? Detective Conan has like a different name. Whatever. Forget it. The point is, like Detective Conan, now that show has over 1,000 episodes. That anime has over 1,000 episodes because there's just so much filler, and I don't even know if the author's really trying to end it or focus on the plot. But what's Oda's excuse? Like, why is it taking so long?
And this is the only show that makes me feel anything, if that makes any sense. Because, like, I don't cry during, like, sad movies or sad TV shows. Like, yeah, I'll be upset.
Yeah, I understand that. I don't think, actually, I think One Piece has made me tear up at times a little bit, but I usually don't like cry when watching anime. But nonetheless, like I mean, yeah, One Piece it's a great anime for sure. I mean, it's part of the big three. It does have extreme emotional moments as well. Um, Not even really Whitebeard's death, more so Ace's death, Luffy's reaction to Ace dying. Um, yeah.
I'll be bothered. I could be bothered for a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, Game of Thrones type, like, Rob Stark, the Red Wedding. Like, I'll be upset for, like,
Thank God that Wit Studio is going to create a is it's going to create the One Piece, which is going to have much better pacing. Finally.
week, but I won't cry or anything. But I am the biggest sucker.
I literally watched the newest Elbaf arc episode that came out recently, and literally nothing happened. The entire episode, nothing happened. All they did was they escaped the castle, the Toyland thing. There was this like man, I don't even know how to explain it. The point is, essentially nothing happened. The episode was extremely boring, and I'm just tired of the pacing, man.
For wholesome moments. I don't know what it is.
Now, apparently, next episode, we're gonna get to see Loki, which I'm at least looking forward to that, but just pacing sucks.
But like, I genuinely get like, like I shed tears of joy, like tears of joy, not sadness or anything. But this show genuinely has like the best displays of like triumph and character moments that just get.
One Piece really could, like, officially just be the number one objective best anime if the pacing was better and if Oda sticks the landing on One Piece's ending.
Me. it's just so good. Like it'll make you feel something. You know what I mean? This show just makes you feel something. I mean, that's where I'll leave it. You know what I mean? One Piece is worth it, and I genuinely hope you guys give it a chance, despite its length. But anyways, guys, hope you.
Yeah, I agree. One Piece does make you feel it does make you feel a lot of emotions at time. Yeah, One Piece and Naruto for sure. Those two shows specifically really just hit hard and have certain like emotional peaks in the story. For One Piece, you have Zoro's Nothing Happened. You also have Luffy reacting to Ace's death, and in Naruto you have the speeches. You have Nagato talking about the cycle of pain, the cycle of hatred. You have Jiraiya's speech on like there's too much hate in this shinobi world. We have Obito's speech that there's nothing in his heart, his backstory with Kakashi killing Rin, and even just Madara Uchiha's short little speech to Obito, wake up to reality. Yeah, yeah. It hits hard, man.